Come on, spontaneous views, real quick. I'm in traffic. But when you in traffic, your mind ponders and you just think about certain things. So, respectfully, you're gonna hear wind blades going because it's raining. You're gonna hear my windshield, but I'm just gonna come in as raw. Like, I know how to edit videos. My son is teaching me certain things about editing. I got a camera, but sometimes it's easier to just spur the moment type talkings. I never really talked about this Tory Lanez. I never really talked about the Megan Thee Stallion situation because I want to gather a lot of information. Real quick, I appreciate all the people that's subscribing to me. But I do want to mention one thing before I start this one. I want to apologize to any battle rap fans that or subscribers that I have. I've been neglecting battle rap. I'm gonna get back to it, but to be honest with you, battle rap has been boring over the past few months. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get back to that. I'm just apologizing in advance, just to let my subscribers, if I have any subscribers, because my channel is spontaneous views, so I talk about a lot of topics. That's the whole point of me having this kind of particular channel. But be on the lookout for some battle rap. But let me get back to this Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion. It's so many ways I can go with this, man. It's just okay. Let's just start from the brief beginning, and then we're gonna just fast forward. And we already know the story. Supposedly, allegedly, well, you can't say alleged because he's been convicted, so I guess you could say Tory Lanez was convicted of shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot with no DNA evidence, no bullet fragments, basically nothing. Okay. Let's just walk this dog a little bit. Let's not run with the dog. Let's not jog with the dog. Let's really walk the dog, if that makes any sense. Like, we really gotta put things on a narrow and straight path, because am I missing something? Like, what is going on? Okay. The trial started. I knew it was something. First of all, I'm gonna say this too. And I'm gonna continue. The first initial report that you hear when you hear anything about any incident, the first initial report that you hear, that is the correct opinion. That's the correct report. That's the report that you need to go with. Reason being, when I first heard about this situation, there was a doctor that specifically, the same doctor that testified, I may add, the same doctor came out when this first started, when this first was blown up, they said that she stepped on glass. Not only that, she then had a conversation with a cop. That night that it happened, there's a video out that she's speaking with a lady officer, and the lady officer asked her, "What happened to your foot?" Megan Thee Stallion said, "Yes, I stepped on glass." I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Not back, in the back. The back. Bruh. How was she on video stating what happened to her foot? Yet, the narrative changed when Tory Lanez was threatened to not say anything else about the case. That's why for a long period of time, around that time, Tory Lanez wasn't saying nothing to nobody. He wasn't even going on social media, and he was going on social media like every other day, every day. So boom, he don't say nothing because he's getting threatened by his own record label to tell him to fall back. Meanwhile, they're spinning a narrative with Megan Thee Stallion. They're spinning the block, changing the narrative with her. Now, all of a sudden, keep in mind, Megan Thee Stallion was on live. She did a live literally in the same week of that incident that happened. And you telling me somebody that just got shot in the foot is going to be doing a live? You're going to be laid up somewhere with your legs up, chilling, taking meds, chilling. Like, why are you on live talking about it? I knew then it was cap. Let's fast forward. You have the trial. Not only is Tory Lanez convicted to 10 years, again, no DNA evidence. There was no fingerprints on the gun. Meanwhile, nobody else in the vehicle, DNA was taken other than Tory Lanez. He was the only one. You telling me that that's normal? All right. You know what I'm saying? This is wild. Then not only that, Megan Thee Stallion obviously got caught in the lie. Not caught in the lie, but she didn't get caught, but the internet is catching her, but obviously the courts didn't somehow. She had a video saying that she stepped on glass. The doctor came out, his first initial report was that she stepped on glass, but now all of a sudden, Megan Thee Stallion got shot. Now all of a sudden, that same night the same night of the incident, Megan Thee Stallion was asked what happened that night. She gave a narrative about what happened. Oh, I was walking and Tory Lanez say dance B. Y'all know what I mean. The B word, the female dog word. Come to find out that was never on video. It wasn't on any video that came out. None. There's no video evidence that says that you can visualize or hear Tory Lanez even saying that. Her testimony was, hey, he shot me. I heard the gun go off 3 times. Now, I'm paraphrasing because I don't really know the exact thing. It's bogus as hell anyway. It doesn't matter. Hey, I got shot 3 times, and then when I turned back around, I seen Tory with the gun. Not knowing, dummy, that you just was in an argument with your best friend because you found out that Tory was sleeping with her too. Y'all two got mad. Kelsey grabbed the toolie and was about to clap. Now keep in mind, I got internet word that Megan and Kelsey was already having issues prior to that happening. They was already on the fritz of their relationship. They was already having issues, right? So now you give this narrative. Excuse me. So now you're giving this narrative that when you turned around, you saw Tory with the gun, and Kelsey had it too, but you said he had it. You ain't put your best friend at the time in the situation. Then the gun fell, supposedly dropped on the ground, and it fired 2 more shots, which a total of 5 shots were 5. You supposedly got hit. I don't even know how much time she got hit. Did anybody come out and say how much time she got shot? Okay. He gets convicted. We already know he was railroaded. No evidence, no nothing. Come to find out, let's do a little segue. Tory Lanez found a way to break the streaming with music, with an NFT. He wound up selling 1 million copies in like 1 day. He only sold it for $1. So if you bought 10 copies, it was only $10. If you bought 40 copies, it was $40, so forth and so on. He found a way to break the streaming because if Tory would have not got put in this position, he would have broke the internet. He would have broke the streaming. The record labels wouldn't have been making the money that they're making right now for streams. So he broke it. It wasn't even 2 months after that happened. Tory Lanez got in that trouble with Megan Thee Stallion and got railroaded. Everybody and their mama know that Tory got railroaded in this case. Now let's go a little bit further. Let me get a little deep, I should say. rain getting a little bad, but I'm going to still walk with y'all. Now, what I was going to say. Okay, now that he's in jail. First, let me say this. Why is there no women taking up for Tory Lanez but taking up for Megan Thee Stallion? You got to be kidding me. You talk about taking up for a black man taking up for a black woman, but they spun this narrative like Tory was against Megan. That wasn't the case at all, but they spun it like that to make you basically think bad about Tory when that wasn't the case. Okay? But in essence, if you really think about the situation, man, all Tory was doing was taking up for the woman. He took up for Kelsey because he didn't want to rat her out. Because he knew that she had the toolie up on Megan. He was trying to wrestle the gun away from her. So when Megan turned around, she seen them wrestling with the gun. That's what happened. But she was ordered to lie. She's still lying to this day. I don't see how people can even understand. Anyway, where is the outrage from black women or the black community, period, of Megan Thee Stallion? When this situation first happened, everybody was jumping on the fact that black men don't take care of black women. Everybody was on that tip. Now all of a sudden, when you realize she lied, and people are still taking up for him. Not only that, the man gets stabbed 14 times. The day before new evidence comes out about the bodyguard witnessing what happened. Hot dog. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Congratulations. And then the ones in the back that be shouting out conspiracies and all that, man, wake up from that. These are people that's being controlled. The record labels are controlled. Period. Like, there's no such thing as a conspiracy if you don't think. This is the best way I can put it before I get back to my rant. If you're in this day and age talking about or labeling everything that you hear conspiracy, you're never going to learn anything else other than what you already know. And that's being controlled, being indoctrinated. If you think that if this situation wasn't orchestrated, man. All right. Let me get back to what I was saying, man. Because they were trying to unalive Tory. The day before they knew new evidence was coming out with the bodyguard saying that he's seen everything that happened. The problem now is that I don't know if I don't know if they're going to reopen up the trial because, like I just said, you have people that's controlling the situation. And we know what those people, I'm just going to say Rock Nation. I'm not going to single just one individual out. I'm just going to say Rock Nation, the elitists, the people that's on top, the people that orchestrated this situation. Because if you telling me that a man can get convicted 10 years with no evidence, no DNA on the weapon, no bullet fragments pulled from the victim's foot other than glass, and still get 10 years, we in trouble. We in trouble as a society if that's the case. At the end of the day, Tory Lanez cracked the code, man, with the NFT. Notice, you ain't never heard of an NFT since that situation happened. Say that again for the people in the back. This is crazy. You haven't heard of an NFT when it comes to streaming since that situation happened. Free Tory. That's my conclusion of this video. Free Tory. Went through a whole trial. Then had got the nerve to go on Gayle King lie, say you didn't have relations with him, only to do a documentary saying that you lied to Gayle King about having relations with. How can we believe anything else that comes out of her mouth? But God don't like ugly. You want to know why? Over the past few years, Megan Thee Stallion has come out with music. If it wasn't with Cardi B, them things flopped out. God don't like ugly, man. Eventually, like with this situation, like with the Angie Stone situation, those situations, God is still working his hand. He still got some of these things on his potter's wheel. Because it ain't right. And the thing about it, we know it's not right. We know it ain't right, but we have our own lives to deal with, so we just go along with the flow. But sometimes God send people that's gonna just lay the law down and send messengers out here to tell people to wake up. Not just with this Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. We already know that's, come on, man, that was orchestrated. Angie Stone being killed, or unalived. My bad. And the thing about the Angie Stone, I'm gonna do a part 4 to that real quick before I close this video out. I'm gonna do a video to that. Another one is gonna probably be my final one. The only reason why I'm waiting, because I'm hearing that they're supposed to do another autopsy. Actually, in the next week, I'm hearing. So that's my delay on Angie Stone. I appreciate all the support that I got on one of my videos on Angie Stone. Almost at 200 views. Never thought that it would have went that far. Appreciate it. Congratulate myself. But anyway, back to the flopper. The music flopper, Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care how people feel about this video. It's time. Look, come on, man. I'm concluding like this. Like, if you still taking up for Megan Thee Stallion after you know she lied, after you know Tory Lanez ain't shoot that girl, and you still taking up for her, man, erase yourself off the internet. I'm not saying unalive yourself. I'm saying erase. Leave the internet. Go do no, don't do no podcast, because you're going to just brainwash more people. No, don't do that. I don't know what to do at this point. All I'm saying is this. Erase yourself from any type of logical thinking, because you ain't got it. If you're still taking up for Megan Thee Stallion, knowing she lied, knowing that this girl, knowing she ain't got shot, got this man stabbed 14 times, now they're going to spin a narrative on that. They already got the person that did it talk about Tory Lanez was talking trash. You capping. Tory Lanez trying to get up out of there. He got a career he's trying to get back to. Why would he want some smoke with anybody in the jail? Come on, man. Now they're going to spin a narrative on that. Because now it didn't work. He's still here. He didn't get unalived. The plan didn't work. The plan didn't work. I'm going to say this too before I close. The video, they show her documentary of the video when they was convicting Tory Lanez, and when they did the conviction, she was home watching it. When they said guilty, it was a certain look on her face that she was happy but not happy, if that makes any sense. I don't think she really wanted him to go to jail, but since he's there, she had to just go along with the flow. But deep down in her heart, deep down right here, I guarantee you, Megan, I guarantee you was killing her. Because she knows she wrong for what she did. But she got to go with the flow. She got to go with what her record company is telling her to do. But I know deep down, it's killing her. But you'll never see it. That's why her music ain't like what it was. She don't got that same flame in her. Because she knows she did wrong. And you got people out here that did what I'm hearing, a GoFundMe for the guy that stabbed Tory. Woo! All right. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to say that for the people in the front. You telling me that they set up a GoFundMe for the guy that stabbed Tory Lanez? This is where we at, and they talk about they want black men to take up for black women, which we're going to continuously do. But when the shoe is on the other foot, it ain't looking like the same things going on. I ain't feeling that same love. Because you can have a woman lie repeatedly and nobody says a word. They still taking up for her. While Tory Lanez is laid up in the hospital, 2 punctured lungs, stab wounds in the face, back of the head. And y'all set up a GoFundMe for this dude. He obviously ain't our family. Like, all right. Y'all tripping out, man. Y'all, all right, that's how y'all doing it? Okay. I don't want to hear nothing about no men taking up for black women, and I don't want to hear none of that. Until we get that reciprocated, somebody can reciprocate the same love to me and our people, black men, I don't want to hear none of that. Because y'all taking up for people that's stabbing people up. And that's alleged. That's if the story is true. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm hoping it ain't true. But I haven't heard nobody refute that that's what happened. I'm hearing this actually happen. Anyway, man, I'm out. I don't want to make this video long, man. I'm out. I'm just tight. I'm tight. Like, this man lost his life. He shouldn't even be in prison. Again, no DNA evidence on the gun. No bullet fragments. She stepped on glass. It's a video out on the internet right now where she's speaking with a woman officer and she literally said glass. First of all, how are you able to talk to anybody if you just got shot in the foot? How are you calm and talking to someone? Think about it. She is on a video with the woman officer after the altercation. How did you get shot? Did the bullet ricochet, hit a rock, and then the rock went into your leg or the foot up? Like what happened? The bodyguard comes out. Now all of a sudden people are talking about, they're not even trying to give that no type of validity at all. If you really think about it, I'm not hearing anybody is getting traction. You do have certain individual, I forgot her name. There is like a person that's in I think there's like a prosecutor that is looking into this. I forgot her name though. But yeah, I want to say she's from New York, but I could be mistaken. I'm not sure. But there is someone that's looking into this. I hope they get Tory out of jail, man. Free Tory, man. Come on, come on. I'm out.